For Uncharted 2, we had a little bit more time, and so we could really attack the hardware this time around. We saw a huge target in helping out the graphics chip by offloading some of the work to the SPUs. And when we started doing that, we realized that the SPUs are really good at doing this kind of work. We added more functionality to it so that it all could be done on the SPUs and really efficiently and with much higher quality than before. Our characters, they typically have 80,000 polygons in one character, like the main character. In total, what we try to push through to the graphics chip is about 1.2 million triangles that we try to draw every frame. We do a lot using the cell processor. We make heavy use of assembly programming, which is really nitty-gritty programming.
Uncharted has animation blending as a core feature of our technology, a core feature of how our characters move, and it's incredibly unique to the way we're approaching the problem of producing a really high-quality animation.
We can have animations that range anywhere from just a couple of animations to up to 20, 30 animations at one time affecting a character, affecting them in various parts like hands, face, shoulders, back, and legs.
You don't have to have an animator animate every single possible combination of the player putting away his weapon while jumping or running and shooting or all these different things. Really, no animator can animate enough animations to produce the same look that we've been able to do by mixing and matching, by layering animations on top of each other, by blending between animations even on different layers. And that really gives the player a lot more control over what he wants to do that's not limited by our animators.
We added more functionality to it so that, for instance, the camera motion blur, it all could be done on the SPUs and really efficiently and with much higher quality than before. So we added lots of things on top of it, including bloom and downsampling, the focal blur. And the interesting thing about the focal blur is that we're actually being very accurate, so that when you fight with a character, we can focus on what's happening in close combat. Whereas when you aim at someone far away, we can focus on what's happening far away, and things that are near blur out. So it really guides your eye, maybe in the same way that your eyes focus on something in the distance or close. Now that we don't have to do the post effects using the graphics chip, that means that the graphics chip can do more, which means that we can render more polygons and have more interesting background. So all in all, it's a huge benefit for the graphics.
Oh, crap.
We really wanted to push the PS3, which we knew we could push even further from what we had done with the first game. And we went from 150 objects for the first game. This game, we're capable of over 500 objects in like just a couple of milliseconds.
And that has allowed us to make the world come to life, to really feel real, feel like you're not in this like frozen wasteland, but really that you're in a building that's being destroyed, that you're in a war zone with everything going on around you, that things are more real than they ever have been before.
And it shows, given the SPUs and just the harnessing the power of the PS3, we can now take it so much further. And Uncharted 2, we've really taken it the next step.
Because our game is very much an action movie, right? So you would expect to have it look sort of like a movie. It's still stylized, but movie-like. And so we made a filmic filter for the high dynamic range, so we could play much more with the light values. It looks much more believable, and also it sort of solves a lot of the shadowing problems that you sort of expect to see. So it really puts everything together in a sort of a cohesive way. Hard to do, but the benefits are huge because you can make real magic happen.
PlayStation